I'm preparing this brief video to help a couple of people who have been having some speed load issues on the Pool Genius network, getting the pages to load quickly on their computer. I want to just make the first statement that this is a very difficult thing to troubleshoot in a video. There's so many factors that can be at play, but most of the time it's browser settings or antivirus software or spyware software or connection speed. Those are the primary things that affect the load speeds. So we're going to take a look at a couple of these things. First of all, though I normally work on a pretty hopped up Mac, I'm working now on a PC. Since most of you are working on a PC, I pulled out my PC and we may run into a few snags along the way because I haven't even booted this particular one for a while. I've got a couple of them, but we'll see. I'll show you here. This is my current operating system. I'm running this is an older one. This is about a 5 or 6 year old PC running Dell Latitude. It's an 810. Processor's a 2.26 gigahertz with 2 gigs of RAM. And like I said, this is my older standby. I just picked one out that I could use so that it'd be kind of representative of whatever else might be out there that you might be having problems with. I'm currently running Firefox as my browser. I'll show it with the Internet Explorer as well to test it on both of those. If you go to Tools on Firefox and click down, go to Options, there aren't a whole lot of things you can set here, but under Content, make sure that you've enabled for JavaScript and enable Java and enabled to load images automatically. That's pretty important so that things don't have to go through a whole bunch of permission settings to get the pages to load. And then under Privacy, make sure that you accept cookies. That'll slow you down if you don't. It'll probably still load. We don't drop a lot of cookies on this site, but there is a session cookie put on here just so we know that you're logged in, and that's pretty typical. So you want to make sure that that's enabled, and that's really all there is in the Firefox settings. Then check your connection speed. You can go to speedtest.net, and once you're on the speedtest.net site, you'll see all these little pyramids. Each of these pyramids represents a speed test server, and you pick the one nearest you, which will be highlighted in yellow. I'm going to pick the one in Scottsdale since I'm in Phoenix, and it's going to run a speed test on my computer. It'll tell me how fast it's running. It changes based upon time of day. I'm running right now about 7 megabits per second download speed, and then the upload speed will be tested here. And it looks like we're running in 2300-ish. 2.3 megabits per second upload speed. So that's my current speed setting. So let's go to a browser, and I'm going to load Pool Genius Network right out of Google. I've cleared, let's just show you. I'll go up here. I'm going to clear all my private data. And by clearing my private data, you can see here my cache is checked. I'm going to basically be clearing out any images that are stored on this computer. So I'm loading a fresh version of Pool Genius Network. This is so you're not seeing something being loaded from stored images in the background. I'm going to just click on the link out of Google and allow it to load into the system, and there we are. We're in. Didn't take it very long for it to load, even at a slower than normal for me anyway, connection speed of 7 megabits per second download. And now it's fully navigable. I can show you, I mean, if I just were to log out and log back in again, goes right back in, no problems. Now that was in Firefox. Let's try it in Internet Explorer. I'm going to sign out, so we have to log back in anew. And I will close out the session. Just quit everything. And now here I am in Internet Explorer. And we'll do the same thing. I'm just going to type in Pool Genius Network in the Google browser. And load from just Google homepage or Google search page so that we can see what happens with Internet Explorer. Again, loads up pretty quick. Didn't have any issues. And if I were to log in, which I could, it'd basically be the same thing. I don't really need to log in on this one. I'll go back and log in on my Mac again. But that is pretty much the settings and how it works. There's not much else to it. It's basically, now, as far as spyware or antivirus software, one of the fastest running you can put on your computer is Kaspersky, if I can remember how to spell it right. It'll correct it for me here if I got it wrong. Okay, there it is. And that's at Kaspersky.com. And basically, that is one of the most reliable and certainly one of the fastest antivirus and spyware softwares you can run on your computer. It's very non-invasive and it runs very quickly in the background without slowing the whole system down. And that is pretty much what we have. Hope it helped. Take care. Bye-bye.